How's it going, people? Roller42 here. I think we can all agree that spoilers suck. It sucks that you go on social media, that you go on YouTube or any other website, and you want to browse for something related to a game that you are looking forward to play, but you cannot play it just yet, and there it appears, somebody or someone posting something that completely spoils what happens in the game. Sure, it's usually for a game if the game is years old, like say 3 to 4 to 5 years old, but when the game is barely a week out and you already see YouTubers posting spoilers because they really want those early views, yeah, it can certainly make you hate YouTube. It can make you hate the internet in general because apparently people cannot really be bothered to have the common courtesy to say, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna ruin the fun for others, so I'm not gonna talk about certain spoilers, but this is unfortunately not the reality we're living in. We are stuck in a world where numbers matter, where getting the early views are all that matter, no matter how much people get angry at you for ruining the fun for others. Well, for those of you who really hate being spoiled, which I believe is pretty much every single person under the sun, I come to you and I can give you the best possible advice I can give you to avoid spoilers, at least when it comes to YouTube. Because, you see, I don't know how it goes for social media. Usually to avoid spoilers on social media, like Twitter or Facebook, I simply don't look up anything that is related to the game at all. In the case of Twitter, I simply go ahead and just mute any word related to the game until I play said game. When it comes to Facebook, at least on my personal Facebook, I don't really put anything in it. I don't really bother looking up anything about the games in there because I already know I'm gonna get spoiled, but anyways, the point I'm making here is that there actually is a way to avoid spoilers of newer games on YouTube. There are those who are gonna feel it's impossible and that every year it's getting worse, but hear me out here. As of a few years back, YouTube has been basing a lot of the things they say and do, and the things that they recommend to you, via algorithms. What exactly does the algorithm do? Well, you see, if you look up footage for a game like, say, Resident Evil 5, which you are looking at in the background right now, the YouTube algorithm will start recommending to you videos related to Resident Evil 5. It doesn't really matter what kind of content it is, so long as it has Resident Evil 5 in the title or Resident Evil 5 in the video tags, YouTube is going to put that video in the recommended list for you, or even in the search results. Now, the only way you could possibly survive not getting spoiled on YouTube is if you start playing the algorithm in your favor. How do you do that? Well, I think it's inevitable that we all are going to look up gameplay, or we're gonna look up any kind of promotional material of games we enjoy. That is all fair enough. Obviously, at some point we're going to want to avoid those things in order to not to spoil ourselves, so the one thing you can do there to start playing the algorithm in your favor is that once you feel you have watched all you needed to watch about the game before you buy it and play it for yourself, start looking up something different. And by something different, I mean literally look up anything. Look up videos for other games, look up videos about movies, TV shows, anything, whatever it takes. And as soon as you start getting to those, you don't even need to watch the whole thing. You need to start clicking on more and more videos. Why? Because what this is going to cause is that the YouTube algorithm is going to start prioritizing the things that you are watching now. So anything related to the video game you want to watch, it is going to be pushed to the side because YouTube is assuming you're no longer interested in those kinds of videos. It's a bit of a weird one thing to do, but it's something that genuinely works. And I've done this before. Like, just for experimentation, I looked up a trailer of the movie Captain Marvel, I know there's a version of people who don't really like that movie or don't like the actress. I don't care about that. Anyway, the point is, the minute I clicked on that video, YouTube started recommending videos to me that were related to the movie. Whether it was criticizing the actress, criticizing Marvel, or simply reviewing the movie, it simply had to happen. It was going to be recommended to me. Well, as soon as I did that, as soon as I was done with all of that, I started looking up videos for something completely different. In a matter of a few minutes before I realized that anything related to Captain Marvel was gone from my recommended list. Why? Because I started looking up so many other different things. The YouTube algorithm decided, well, this guy is no longer interested in Captain Marvel, let's start recommending him something else, and it actually worked. It's a bit of a handful thing to do, but I feel in this day and age where everyone and their mother really want to start spoiling things for everyone so they can get the gameplay views, this is the one and best way that you can keep yourself spoiler free on YouTube. It does kinda suck, but that's the only way to avoid things, at least until you get to play and finish the games you want to play. More importantly, I really wouldn't advise you to look up gameplay of... not gameplay. I wouldn't advise you to look up soundtracks of any game you haven't beaten yet, or games that you are in the middle of playing. Because once again, the minute you start looking up something related to a game, YouTube is going to start recommending you whatever comes into their feed. And they don't even care if it is spoiler related. As to this point, I don't think neither YouTube nor any of the social media stuff is going to bother or care whether or not you want to be spoiled on things or not. But yeah, that's kind of the deal here. That's kind of how I managed to keep myself spoiler free on certain things. Like, for instance, I haven't been spoiled regarding games that I want to play, like say Dying Light, Resident Evil 7, the remake of Resident Evil 2. I haven't been spoiled on Sekiro because I stopped looking gameplay of it. I haven't been spoiled on any of the Devil May Cry games at all, other than the infamous Dante Scream. So I can tell you that this method does actually work. Would I prefer for things to work different? Would I prefer for me to be able to browse YouTube without having to go out of my way to do certain things to avoid the spoilers? Yeah, but like I said, it's a reality that we live in. The best thing we can do as users is simply adapt and overcome. Because YouTube itself and other YouTubers, they are not gonna be looking out for our best interests. Especially those kinds of channels that dedicate themselves to covering every single new release that comes out. So, yeah, I guess that is that. I think at this point I'm starting to ramble, so it's going to be for the best that I call it quits here. I seriously do hope some of you who stumble upon this video manage to find some use for it. I hope you manage to keep yourself spoiler free, because there is a lot of great games coming out, and games that honestly I really want to play, even if it takes me years in order to get to them. But yeah, any feedback, any suggestions, any personal experience you have with dealing with the algorithm or dealing with spoilers, let me know in the comments area. I always enjoy listening to your feedback, and you know, this is just something I wanted to share with you guys. As for me, that is going to be it for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and as usual, I'll see you all in the next one.